welcome to my channel, Nicholas. So in this video I'm going to explain you how to work with your classes and objects in your PHP, and how you can make classes and how you can call that classes with the help of objects in PHP. So starting with the classes part, let's make a PHP file which will contain a class. So class is the officially keyword. Either it is your C++ or it is your PHP or Java. Class is a simple keyword and sample is your class name. So class name will be alphanumeric. You have to always start the class name with your character. So in this class, I'm going to make a function. Let it say like function show. In this function show, I'm going to plus two numbers. Let it be $a equals to 10, $b 20, $c equals to $a plus $b. And I'm going to make a function add, in which I'm going to uh, pass two arguments, x and y. And here I'm going to again add this x and y arguments. Whatever the arguments the x and y will be receiving, it will be just adding that number and equals c. So I'm going to print this, and I'm just going to copy this function, and I'm going to paste this. I'm making this function as add one because in a class you can't create a two function with the same name. So I'm creating it add one. So I'm going to type here as return c. So this is a function that I have made in the class. I'm going to save this file in my XAMPP folder. So I have my XAMPP folder in the C tribes, XAMPP, htdocs, and classes and objects. I can say here it's a sample class, sample.php. So here comes my class. It's a class sample. I have created three functions over here. One is simple function, one is taking an argument, and one is taking an argument as well as returning a value. So now I'm going to make another file which will be going to call this class, and going to officially I'm going to officially include that file sample.php in my this file, because I'm going to save this file with the name as sample demo, or you can say first class.php. So in the first class.php, I have included my sample.php file. So all the code of this file has been transferred to my this first class.php. Now if I'm going to call that my class, I have to create an object. It's new is a keyword, an inbuilt keyword by which you can create an object. And I have created an object of sample class, so I'm going to write here as new sample. Sample is a class name. Its reference has been passed to OB, and with the help of this object, I'm going to call all the methods. For example, ob.show. Show method simple contains two numbers, and it's going to add that number. I'm going to like uh, just I'm going to type my local host and class and objects. I have a first class.php in which your sample.php is being included, and now I'm going to click on a first class.php. So first class.php, I have opened it, but I have not written here as echo ob show. So mm, show function, it's a show function. So I have not print here the echo c. So I'm going to first class, I'm going to call simple ob show, and it is going to call my show function in my class sample. And in this function I'm going to I have created two variables a and b, and in the c variable I have plus that a and b variable, and I'm going to print here as equal c. So if I'm going to see the output, my output here comes as 30, because it's genuine, because I have called that show function in which two numbers have been added up. So moving to the next part, now it will be I have to call this function. So with the help of same object, you can call another function also. It's add function that is going to accept two arguments with the in x and y variables. So any argument I can pass here as integer value. 100 and 200. So this value, add function is been called, add function is been called. So its x and y values are like being 100 and 200 values will be received by x and y, and that values will be plus 100 plus 200 equals to 300 and equals c. So here the 300 will be print. I can just put a break over here, so in that we can just filter out like the output of show function and the add function. So 300. So now I'm going to call this add one function. So by calling an add one function, the same method, because with the same object I can call that method also. So 100 and 200, let it be 1000 and 2000. So here I'm going to, if I'm going to refresh this, it's not going to me show anything. Why? Because add one is a function that like receives two arguments. The two arguments that has been passed is x and 1000 and 2000, that has been received by x and y variable. So 1000 and 2000 becomes your C3000, and I'm going to return a value. So function is returning a value. So whenever any function returns a value, we have to put a receiving variable in which that value is to be received. So 1000 and 2000, the values are being sent, it's plus, and values returned in the form of C variable to the D variable. So if I'm going to print here as D equal G, so it is going to like give me the answer 3000. So in this case, you can just call your functions with the help of classes, with the help of objects that is being made of a class. So in this way, you can like implement your class and objects. And here, one thing is I like to explain like more is that class is a simple structure in which your variables and your function is being created. Every function performs like a particular operations when we call with the help of like object of that class. So whatever the operation it performs, it gives the output, it calculates something, and that any value is going to transfer in the return its value to the the calling where I have called that function. So in this way you can implement a classes and objects in your in your PHP. So I hope you like my videos. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel and hit a like.